Well, hello, and welcome back to a special edition of Idle Kingdom Defense. Um, so today, whoops, so today, 24,030, and of course, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and you know what, I know it, make sure you ring that bell. So if you haven't heard, we may be doing things a little bit differently. Not with the King's Ruin right now. Somebody wanted me to try it differently. I forgot. I'll try it differently later. I do want to actually get Marion a bit further in her artifacts before doing something like that. The idea was just to remove everything, remove my archers, and just see what happens. And I'm not against doing that. It's just I forgot. So I figured we'd do this one normal. Honestly, you know, the thing is, the reason I don't want to do that is because I still need to have the archers in and stuff like that for, like, other things. So it's like, you know, I still need them for portal pushing. I'm sure they kind of help in, at least stabilizing stuff in Total War and stuff like that. That's the biggest reason, and I wasn't really, like, super thrilled. Yes, it might be faster for King's Ruin if I reconfigure, but I want to be able to one-shot it like I used to. If you look at the old videos from 1700, we used to be able to one-shot it and do the whole thing in like 8 minutes. It was great. That's kind of what I want to get back to. That's my goal, to get back to that. So we'll sweep this. Sweep this. I also had an interesting discussion in the Discord today about whether or not to level Sophia, and the result I got was confusing, but hey, it is what it is. So here we go. We have Marion here at 95%, Christian at 5%, and then Vincent at 7 trillion, but 0%. And basically the thing was, oh, you shouldn't level Sophia because she's just not worth it. And I'm like, what? I'm not saying Sophia's gains are great, but what else, you know, who else are you going to level? You've watched me, and the only reason Christian does damage is his artifacts. If I took Christian's artifacts off, he'd be doing 0 damage. You've watched me level Vincent up to 1600, so Vincent is a little past the halfway point. I was just surprised. I'm like, what do you have to lose? Like, okay, maybe you want to do 2 DPS, fine. But, I mean, eventually you're going to get to a point where there's nobody left to level. And you shouldn't really do 2 DPS, in my opinion. Just because of how the artifacts work. But I didn't want to get into that. If somebody wants to do 2 DPS, it's up to them. It actually can be useful for farming and stuff like that. So, it's not totally useless, but Total War progression, it's slower. But again, you know, everybody's got to play the game the way they want to play the game. There's no right or wrong way to play the game. But I was just confused by the not leveling. So she did 100%. So you can actually get 100% damage, in case you were wondering. She got 100%. This is Marion's first 100%. That's kind of funny. I've never seen 100% from her before. Anyways, the reason I was surprised, because to me it's like, once you level up, for if you were going for the optimal result, you'd level your main DPS up to 20k, then you'd level Sophia up to 20k, and then you could just focus on getting the castle stuff. Really nothing else you can really do. Whether leveling up Sophia versus leveling up the castle health, because Sophia does give you a tiny amount of defense, I'm assuming the EHP, which is the effective HP, would be maybe worth it. But I'm sure somebody could come out and say, nope, if you're better off just leveling up the castle until you have like 25 million health, and then that's the only time you should level up Sophia beyond, you know, X level. I took Sophia, I think, up to 10k in the original game. And really, honestly, it doesn't take much. Like, if you were going to do that, take Sophie to at least 12k. It doesn't cost much to get to 12k. It's really, like 16 or higher, that really takes a lot, which is kind of why we stopped Vincent there. You can basically go to 12k for almost nothing, as you remember, if you remember me leveling. But your main DPS definitely should be maxed out. No way not to be maxed out. We're going pretty well. Usually I skip this, so this is me saving a skip today. Wow, knocked everything out on the front. One shot. I do like Marion for that. She's very good at wave clear. She just doesn't work well in Total War. I guess that's kind of the funny thing is once we're done with Total War, like if I clear 12-10 on everything, Marion gets the artifacts back. Sophia doesn't need them. So that'll be kind of interesting. Of course, at that point, we'd be working only on Vincent, just to get him as high as possible. There we go. And we'll sweep. And we got one more. Let's take a look at the damage first, so. 98%, at least Christian pound 2% of the damage. I still can't believe Sophia had a 100% damage. That's a first. And then, obviously, Vincent and everybody else picking up the nothing here. They're not helping at all. We will be working on Sophia's runes at some point, just for fun. I mean, if she's going to get Marion's ring and Marion's orb, we might as well get her up. Alright, now we should be two-shotting here pretty easily. If that looks like it looks to me, we're almost already doing 3/4 of their health. Now, I expected this to be a little bit faster, and maybe something else hit them, I don't know. It just seemed like I knew it would be faster because like every artifact level makes the artifacts more powerful, etc. So theoretically, getting them from now again, the doubling should stay the same from 1/4 to half. You know that rate should be about the same. It'll depend on how many crit damage awakenings you get. But yeah, it definitely should seem. It's definitely seeming faster. It'll be nice when I can one-shot these, because then I have no reason to skip, like, the majority of the stages here. There's only a handful you need to skip. And there we go. Our 885th victory. And let's take a look here. 95% again for Marion, 5% for Christian, and Vincent at the king of 0%. Let's just take a look at how many victories that is. And we are up to 885 out of 890 victories. Still trying to see what the bottom of this is. I imagine it's 1,000, so we'll be there. We'll get there eventually. But that said, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.